into the lung area from the back, and the victim is, from my understanding, still in the hospital. I've been told that she's doing okay, and we can only, like I said in my press release, my thoughts and prayers are with the victim here, and I hope for a speedy recovery. But obviously, the alleged defendant in the matter is 16 years old. The victim is 17 years old. They apparently knew one another, whether they're best friends, acquaintances, that I don't know, but I do know that they do know one another to some degree. They obviously are going to the same school, albeit that the school year's only been around for about a week now, but I do have information that they do know one another. The 16-year-old was charged with one count of assault in the first degree, which is a Class B violent felony, and one count of criminal possession of a weapon in the fourth degree, which is a misdemeanor. She was arraigned this morning in front of Judge Freeman in family court. Again, she is 16 years old, so therefore she will be prosecuted in the youth part of adult court. Again, it's kind of an oxymoron. I know we talk about this all the time, but she will not be in family court. She'll remain under my jurisdiction, but she'll be prosecuted in the youth part of adult court. The allegation obviously is serious. The fact that this assault allegedly occurred at a school after we just started for less than a week now of school is also serious and disturbing. And I want to, quite frankly, applaud the judge here for remanding this 16-year-old in jail without any bail. I was obviously upset at this judge a week or so ago when she gave bail on one of the defendants in that took place in a homicide. A 14-year-old defendant took place in a homicide. I was a little upset about bail being issued in that case, and so again, whenever something that pleases me happens, I want to give the judge credit for that, so I can be fair and balanced here. And so I'm pleased that this 16-year-old has been remanded, and again that that may seem harsh to some people, that I asked for a 16-year-old to be put in jail without giving any bail, but I just come to the conclusion that bringing a steak knife to school and stabbing another student 3 times is harsh as well, and I have to meet harsh punishment with harsh action. Questions?
So
yeah.
The knife was brought to school. It wasn't at the school to begin with.
Allegedly,
okay.
Yes.
So I've heard a couple of reports, and you already said that this student doesn't have any prior convictions that you're aware of. So I don't think you'll be able to confirm any of this, but I'll just let you know what I've heard.
Yeah, sure.
That this student was allegedly expelled last year from East High. I've heard that they are a trans female who allegedly raped a female student in the bathroom, and that is why they were expelled, but you said there are no criminal charges.
Well, again, I cannot comment on anything of that nature or confirm that. I do not have any information at all on any school records that may be out there or any disciplinary records that are kept in the Buffalo Public Schools. The only information that, well, and again, I also, believe it or not, have to, crack into this, double secret code here to get family court records sometime. Believe it or not, I can't just go on a computer and look up a juvenile's record. I mean, it's more complicated than that. Again, the information from a criminal nature that I have is that there is nothing there. Now, if there is something out there that is buried deep in some family court record, ethically, I'm not allowed to talk about that. So I couldn't. You're right. I couldn't confirm it for you. So long answer to your question. Bottom line is that I can't confirm any of that.
Because I've talked to parents and teachers who are upset and said the district knew about this person.
Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry. I can't. I just don't know.
But on official court documents, this student is being identified as female and held in a female ward in a prison.
To my knowledge, yes. I mean, my information is that she's a female. Now, again, whether she is trans of some nature, that's the first I've heard of this. I don't know that at all. But and again, I don't know. She's being held at East Ferry, so there's the youth detention facility East Ferry. Now, what room she's in over there or how she's being held over there, that I don't know either. But yeah, the information that I have is that she's a 16-year-old female. That's all I know.
John, what are the charges that she's been?
Assault in the first degree and criminal possession of a weapon in the fourth degree.
In terms of the assault charge versus something maybe in terms of like attempted murder, just talk about the difference there in terms of why going with assault versus attempted murder, where this 16-year-old tried to stab and harm another 17.
Yeah, the first of all, as happens a lot of times, the initial arrests that have been made may change when we put this case in the grand jury. So the next step is going to be our grand jury investigation. So as I say on multiple occasions, charges may get lowered, charges may go up, charges may change. So the evidence and information that we have right now is that there was no intent to murder anyone. It was a fight, apparently. Allegedly, it started out mutual, where both people were mutually engaged in a fight. Again, all allegations. Nothing is set in stone, and I may find something differently, in a day or two. But the facts and circumstances of the evidence that we have right now warrant the assault and not any kind of intentional murder or even a reckless manslaughter of that regard. Quite frankly, a manslaughter is the same level as an assault. It's a B felony, so it's not gonna the severity doesn't change at all. It sounds worse manslaughter, obviously, for optics, but an assault first and a manslaughter are the same level of charges. So the only charge that would elevate this as far as punishment, would be some type of intentional murder. And right now we don't have any evidence of that. But again, it may change.
Do you know what the security situation was like at this school?
I don't. Yeah,
because
I don't.
After the incident in McKinley in February, they amped up their security.
Yeah.
Students, I believe, are now being wanted prior to entering school. Do you know if there was any situation like that here?
I don't.
Or if they had a security guard?
I don't. Yeah, I don't. I don't have any information on that at all. I've been told that since it's a culinary school, and there's like knives and stuff in the school, obviously that they keep that stuff like put away or locked away to some degree. So I asked, are we sure that this is a knife and that she brought in a knife in the school? And at this time, I've been told allegedly that it was not a school knife. Again, we're 24 hours into this. I just, I'll be honest with you, I just found out about this morning, like actually last night. And then I said I didn't hear about it. Kate heard about it. I should ask Kate. Kate heard about it before so when I got in this morning, I said, hey, what happened here? So it's only been on my radar for 5 hours right now. So what the school does and what they did or did not do, it really doesn't factor into my prosecution at all, to be honest with you. But obviously, I'm concerned about school safety. I'm concerned about the safety of the students in the city of Buffalo and all the suburbs in this community. And if I come across, which I'm gonna at some point, come across something that displeases me, I will let school officials know my displeasure. Trust me.
Yeah, that was my next question.
Yeah.
If a prior incident was mismanaged by the school, do you get involved? Like if something should have been reported?
No, I mean I don't get involved like officially, because that'd be more of a civil action, quite frankly, that lawyers would make on behalf of the victim here. So there's really no official involvement from me, but I certainly am not shy and will let my feelings be known if something wasn't done properly. I might not dime them out on TV here. I might just do it behind the scenes. If I get blown off or ignored, then I won't think twice about diving them out in front on a camera. So, but I'll cross that bridge when we get there. Again, I can't confirm or deny any of the stuff that, to be fair, that you may or may not have found out.
Knife was involved here, but how often are you getting cases from schools, say high schools or even middle
Well,
schools?
again, it's been a week. It's been a week. What's today? Tuesday? Yeah, it's been exactly a week, right? Yeah, Wednesday. Yeah, it's been a week. So this is the first one I've had so far this year. But obviously last year we had McKinley. We had a number of instances last year that were either outside of school or inside of school, and I had a number of conversations with officials. Again, I won't call anyone out here on camera, but I had a number of conversations with officials about school safety over the summer. And like Olivia said, they beefed up security, and they were supposed to do this and do that, and let's hope they did. In this case right here, again, it was the allegation was that it occurred in a bathroom. Kids kids have been fighting in bathrooms for 100 years in schools. If not going back further, all right. I was involved in a few bathroom fights myself as a kid. So fights happen in bathrooms in school. I get that. All right. Obviously, this was up the notch with a knife being involved, and so again, I don't know what kind of screening they have or whose security was there, and to be fair to the school district, it happened in a bathroom, and so you really, you can't police bathrooms. You know what I'm saying? So but again, you can police what comes in and comes out of the school if you want people or have metal detectors. It's kind of sad that we have to have metal detectors or wand kids coming to school, but at the end of the day, if that's what you got to do, it's what you got to do, I guess.
Do you have any information on what could have caused the fight?
No, I don't. No, at this time I don't. I know it was just a group of girls in a bathroom, and two of them squared off.
Can you provide any status update on the victim?
I know she's still in the hospital. I heard she is getting better, and that's all I know.
I heard she punctured a lung. Did you say that?
She did it, allegedly. Yeah. Anything else? Okay. Perfect. Cool.